Well, what's going on, guys? This is Carl, the Racerred channel. Right now I'm riding the Snake River Range right next to the Grand Hole Mountains. When you're riding this stuff, it feels like you are completely off the map. Like, it feels like you're so far away from civilization, and you are. If I had to hike this, I'd be... that would suck. So I try to be cautious, but not overly cautious to where I'm riding tense. This is right on the Wyoming and Idaho border. Near Jackson, Wyoming, I guess. I went through Jackson last night. It seemed like a cool place. I think I had been there before though, but it's hard to remember all the places. Oh, jeez. That rock. That rock was like, yes, I'm the one. I am the chosen one. I will take him out. Karate chopped my front tire out of nowhere. Just getting right in my way. Yeah, this is rugged back in here, no doubt. A lot of it would be much easier if you could see. There's a lot of growth here, and it's really not a bad thing at all. It's just the nature of riding. You usually get a lot of vegetation, particularly right next to water sources and just Idaho in general. I mean, Idaho has the most miles of river of any state. So there's just a ton of water flowing through, and the mountains have runoff. The mountains are always dropping water, and lots of mountain lakes here in Idaho. So, man, that ankle, there it is again. Ankle's bothering me a little bit. It's only when I try to balance side to side, it kind of lets me know, hey, you don't have the range of motion that you used to until you're healed up. So I try to get off to the side of the bike and balance, and I'm like, oh, that hurts. I'm messing up my ankle. I was surprised because I couldn't hardly walk the day after I sprained it. Tore the ligament really good. But I was surprised because it wasn't long after that suddenly I could run. So the first day I couldn't hardly walk. The second day I was walking almost without a limp. Hey! Whoa! Don't take your eye off the trail, guys. That's a freaking grizzly bear. Well, I'm getting out of here. I wonder why these grizzly bears have tags on their ears. That's weird. Oh my gosh. They're starting to stalk me. Again. It's spooky when they start to look at you and get closer to you. Which, by the way, I should note every time I come across animals like that, they just stare at me and don't move. I really think that's important. Oh, that guy kind of moved a little bit, but for the most part, this is how they behave. They're like, whatever. So don't ever let anybody tell you that we're messing up the cows, whatever, you know, their normal movement. Environmentalists try to say that, and I've seen it multiple times now, but I just want you to take a look at how they just responded to me. Keep that in mind. There are times when some of the calves are dum-dums and they won't get out of the road and you have to follow them for a while before they get off. It's always the calves, it seems like. But other than that, cows really don't mind us being out here at all. It's only the people that mind for whatever reason. It's been that way for a long time. Well, if it's double track, it looks like there's more than just dirt bikes coming through here. Yeah, this has definitely been ridden by four-wheelers at the bare minimum. So, to get this far, I can't imagine it's going to turn back into single track because they had to get in here somehow. So I'm going to double check my map and catch you guys on the next section. But it's the Targhee National Forest, which is part of the Snake River Range. I noticed the Grand Hole Mountains were nearby. This stuff is pretty cool. Most of it's been single track. This is clearly double track, but this is a dead-end trail. I just wanted to see where it goes. Seems like I might just go to a meadow and stop. These cows have been walking on the trail, really powdering it up right here. Cows cause a lot more damage than a dirt bike, that's for sure. Wherever there's cows, the trail's really jacked up. You can follow cow trails, well, not legally. They make pretty amazing trails though. And so do elk and deer. The problem with the elk and deer trails is they don't need very much traction to get to where they're going. Move. See how that calf went down the trail in front of me? It's usually the calves that do that. Move. Utterly amazing to see some wild cows out here. They're so majestic. Definitely not put here by somebody, not owned by anybody. Those tags in their ears, they're born with those. Pretty bizarre. Come out as a baby with that tag right in their ear. Well, it's not dead-ended yet. Oh dear. That was a sharp rock. Multiple reasons I wanted to try to avoid that. It was like a pyramid rock with a pointy, sharp end on it. It really looked like it wanted to puncture my tire and jack up my rim. And also jackknife my front end and make me fly off the bike. I would have no option other than to ride my bike back because I am not walking out of here. I'm too far. I've gone too far. So I'd have to get up and be like, I'm okay. I'd have my arm pointing the wrong direction. Although this is pretty cool stuff back in here, but I can sense my battery dying, so I better turn off the camera. I'll turn it back on when something cool happens. I'm not sure anything cool happened, but this has gotten more scarce, and the scenery is getting pretty cool. If you guys like double track, this one's cool, but it doesn't loop, it just ends. So I'm getting close to the end of this, and I always hope that there's a reason that somebody made a dead-end trail, like maybe it goes somewhere really cool. I'm normally disappointed, but maybe this is an exception. Just a quick look at my map shows it kind of ended up in a clearing, but maybe there's something else really cool over there. Otherwise, not sure why you would have the trail go in here unless it was at least a cool spot to have lunch or something. But what's interesting about this is, although it's double track, it's honestly pretty tight, and it's giving me the feeling that I'm like in the woods, which double track sometimes it feels more like more developed. But yeah, this one definitely has more of a natural feel to it. And it is really pretty in here. But this rock, whew, it's loose. So if you hit something, it's not going to stay put most of the time. It's going to move. And stuff that does stay put is usually hidden. So well, I found the end of the trail, and sure enough, I'm disappointed. I'll catch you guys on the next section. Peace. Alright guys, I just wanted to thank my Patreon supporters. That would be Lance Darnell, Jim Jolson Jr., Kurt Kinghorn, Daniel Roush, Brian Thomason, Wade James, Moto Creek, Nathan Young, Jason Froling. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you.